Hey everybody, Coops Covers here, and I'm coming at you with an unboxing video, actually, of the Traveler Guitar Pro Series. So I recently bought this used. This is not a promotion by anybody, obviously. I recently bought this used, and I was curious to unbox it. I've played it a little bit, but, show you guys what comes with this guitar, at least what came with this particular one, and show you why somebody might use that. So just to start off, I traditionally play vintage instruments. So I have my Stratocaster. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's right there. I have a 335 that's been featured on the channel. I have an SG, and vintage styled instruments. Obviously, I can't afford a real vintage instrument. So yeah, traditionally I play those, and to get out of that comfort zone is often a struggle for me. Just because I like the way that those play. There's a reason that I've chosen those particular guitars. The sounds that I have in my head are usually made on those style of instruments. However, at the end of May, I am going to Israel, and I am hoping to do a 2-month internship. I'm currently in the process of applying through my school for that 2-month internship in Israel. Which meant that I'm going to be traveling and I'm not going to have a guitar with me. And so I want to put together a series of videos. This is going to be part 1, showing you how I got my rig for that, my journey through that, and hopefully while I'm there, I will show you how that works. So just as a political disclaimer, I do not want any talking about your political feelings toward Israel, Israelis, Palestinians, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the Israeli-Arab conflict, anything like that in the comments section. This is a guitar channel. I have studied a lot in my college education about Middle Eastern policy and Middle Eastern foreign relations, specifically focusing on Israel on many occasions. I was also raised Jewish, and I still am consider myself a secular Jew. But the comment section of this video is not really the place to talk about that. If you'd like to talk to me about that, find me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and I'd be happy to talk to you all about it. So with that out of the way, Traveler Guitars is a brand that was founded, I believe, in the mid-90s. By a guy who just wanted a guitar that he could travel with. And they have many different models, but the first one was actually the Pro Series. So this is the first kind of version of what this company wanted to do. They used to be made in the US, now they're made in China. So yeah, this comes with a gig bag. It is really small. It's about the size, it's about half the size, I'd say, of the 335's gig bag, let's say, which is a very big gig bag, and I have no issue fitting this on the seat. It's quite nicely padded. They're not super protective. It's got one outside pocket, a strap that you can hold it like this, and then a back strap on the back. So we will go and open the guitar first so that the things in this case make sense. And when you open the guitar, I'm going to turn this around for you. When you open the guitar, this is how it's stored in the case. So it comes out like this. And what it is it is a maple-bodied guitar. I believe it's maple. Could be mahogany, but I'm pretty sure it's maple. With a black maple fretboard. I believe that it's varnished to look like that, or potentially it's finished in a particular way. I don't think black maple's its own species of maple, but yeah, you can see where it's worn in a bit. This guitar, again, was used, so it has been worn a bit, and I cannot tell from the serial number what year it was. So what you have is a really small guitar. However, it does require a bit of assembly when you first get it to make it really comfortable. So on the back, you're going to want to unscrew this bit, and this is a long screw. This can also be used as strap locks, by the way. Then you actually want to unscrew this back here, which is a small screw. And then you're going to take this piece, which is now free to move, and you're going to put that down here. It locks in like that. And then you're going to want to take the long screw and screw that into here, as tight as it can go. And then if you want a nice place to store the small screw, just screw that where the long screw used to be. And then you have a guitar that can fit on your lap. So that's the key to that, is it folds up in order to be transported nicely, and then it unfolds to be more comfortable. So there are two pickups on this guitar. There is a Strat or Tele style. I'm going to say it's a Strat style just because I can't tell if it has the metal base plate and this is plastic, and it looks to be a closed coil. Strat style bridge pickup at the angle that you would expect a Strat style bridge pickup to be in. And then actually this is an acoustic style bridge, and it has a piezo pickup that's on the bottom of that. And so what that means is that this can be a acoustic substitute or an electric substitute. And so what you have is a 3 pickup selector. In this top position, you get the electric pickup, and then this is your volume control for that electric pickup. Really nice feeling volume control. In the middle position, you can blend both of them. And then in the back position, you have the the piezo pickup, and then a volume control for that. So what's cool about that middle position is if you're a fan of guys like Pete Townsend or Green Day does this a lot, where you blend in a bit of the piezo, or you want a PRS that has that piezo sound, you actually have the ability to do those blend sounds on this guitar, which is really cool for not an expensive guitar. A lot of people would wonder about this cord. It feels really rugged, and it just connects the electronics here to the electronic control panel out here. This is not the most steady in the body, however, tightening that screw certainly helps. And yeah, when it sits on your lap, it's really comfortable. And I don't know how much of that you can hear, but it's actually quite resonant. And this is probably due to the fact that it is a neck-through body. So this neck is the same piece of wood as this body. This is the only part that's separate, is again the leg rest. And what that gives you is just better sustain throughout the entire body. I have this currently strung with Ernie Ball Slinkies. I believe they're 10.5s. It has a full scale length, so a lot of acoustic and electric Traveler guitars like the Hofner Shorty, or actually I'm not sure about the Hofner Shorty, but a lot of them are short scale lengths. This is a 24 3/4 inch full scale length guitar, which helps to make it feel a little more comfortable and a little more like the guitar you'd expect. So regular electric strings, they recommend electric strings for the electric pickup, acoustic strings for the acoustic pickup, and it's your choice which one. I actually like the sound of the piezo with the electric strings, so I decided to stick with electric strings. The person who owned this before me used acoustic strings. So yeah, that's the guitar, and it feels comfortable. It's hard not to hunch over and kind of try and hold the guitar to your body, but if you just let your elbow go free, it feels like a normal guitar. So unfortunately, guys, today my amp is in the repair room, so I will not be able to play this through an amp for you. I will have a part 2 where I'm demoing it, so just stay tuned for that. I'm going to make this series where I kind of go through how I find the amp settings that I want to use, or how I use online amplification programs. Currently using Amplitude and Guitar Rig Pro. So yeah, those are the programs I'm currently using, and I really like them. It has a roller bridge that comes up into the back of the guitar and tunes it. And what this means is a lot of people do complain about the tuning issues of the guitar. However, once it's in tune, I will say it stays in tune rather well. I am a blues player. I'm doing a lot of bends on this. And it stays in tune pretty okay. The neck is a little weird. So it's a thicker C-shaped neck. I would say it is the halfway point between electric guitar neck and acoustic guitar neck. It has a flatter radius. I believe it's a 13-inch radius, which is flatter than any of my guitars. But at the end of the day, I really like it. I think it's comfortable. I think it allows both styles of playing pretty good. Fret accessibility is good. So yeah, I'd recommend this. Going into the case candy, we have a sticker that just shows you how you can hook up the leg rest. we have a truss rod adjuster, a screwdriver, and a Allen key wrench. So this just allows you anything on this guitar that you could need to adjust. You have it all in your travel case and ready to go. So again, I mentioned that a lot of the way that I've been playing this guitar is through headphones with an amp on my computer, which doesn't feel the best for somebody who's used to an amp, but I'm getting there. However, there is another thing that you can do that is worth mentioning, and that is the original design allowed you, and they've continued to this day, to use what they call the stethophone. So people are really split online whether this is a gimmick or whether this is useful. So far, I've actually been using it a bit at late nights that I want to practice and don't want to disturb anybody. So it is just like a doctor's stethoscope. You put these into here. I might begin talking louder. There is a hole on the back here that you put this tube, I know this is kind of ridiculous, that you put this tube into, and then there is a hollow box in the back that resonates, and it picks up those resonances. So of course, I understand that you guys cannot hear that, but just wanted to give you a demo of that because it is, in my opinion, a really cool feature. These are not the most comfortable. I wish there was different earbuds that you could get for them to make them more comfortable because I think this design's actually pretty good. The other thing is your shirt rubbing against the tube or any breathing or anything will get picked up by the tube. So you gotta be curious about that. You gotta be cautious about that, but what I will say is a lot of people worry with headphone amps and with their computers that they'll run out of charge or they'll be out somewhere and they won't be able to use it. And so how can they play their guitar? This requires no batteries. It's near silent. I mean, the acoustic strumming of that is barely audible. And so what this allows you to do is be able to practice anywhere, no matter if you have electricity or if you don't. And I think that's really cool and a really good design. So anyway, I am really looking forward to giving my thoughts on this over 2 months that I'll be hopefully in Israel. You should expect these videos to be released every couple of months or so with updates. I will try and make, when I get my amp back, a demo of this through the amp, and maybe a direct demo with the piezo pickup. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please stay tuned for updates if you're interested, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My Instagram is cofeiner, spelled Feiner, and I would love any of you to go follow that. Also, my channel is always accessible, and I love reaching out to the people who watch my channel. So anyway, guys, that does it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking interest in this Traveler guitar here, the Traveler Pro Series. Yeah, and have a nice day. Thank you so much. Bye.